Hello one and all, this is Luckless Lovelocks back with the first trial of Danganronpa 2. So we're supposed to point out who we think knows how to get under the floor. I thought about this, the only person that I can really think of is, sorry, if I remember correctly, one person here should know how to get under the floorboards. The only person I could think of is the person who lost their earring underneath the floorboards, right? Which was Gundam. But I thought he couldn't figure out how to get under there. Oh, but he does have his earring back. Maybe he did figure out how to get there. Let's see.
You're the only one!
Okay.
Hey, Gundam. You dropped your earring in the dining hall, right?
I also adjusted the sound of it so the voices should be louder. Let me know if you guys like it better or worse.
Are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
About that earring.
I said, are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
Wow. Yeah.
About that Hellhound earring. You dropped it beneath the floorboards, right?
Oh, there it is. I have found it. Truly, that is the Hellhound earring. A lot of laughing. It seems God exists for my benefit. Oh, he did find it. Okay, I didn't remember that he found it. I see. Good for you. However, how do I recover it? I cannot fit my arm through this opening. Were I to use a tool, it would probably not reach either. Oh, I guess he saw it, but didn't actually grab it.
Just a bit longer and I would have reduced everything, including that old building, to ashes. However, it's just as the old legend said. The Hellhound earring has returned to its owner, to me!
I love this guy.
Is it safe to say that that earring is the one hanging from your right ear?
Oh, what does this mean? Does this mean Gundam did it, maybe?
Huh? Could be. Gundam wasn't wearing an earring during the investigation.
Right. Okay, okay.
And if he had it on by the time the class trial began, then that means Gundam was able to retrieve his earring from beneath the floorboards during the investigation.
So, Gundam knows how to get under the floorboards.
It's understandable. After all, you fools only view the world through eyes of glass.
What does that even mean?
But I am different. With the power of my 4 dark devas of destruction, it is of no concern.
I thought it was divas. Devas. What is a deva? Is that the type of animal that they are? They look like hamsters or something? He's so cute though.
Truly, this is the evil 4th eye. Before the might of the evil 4th eye, all visual chaos is rendered asunder.
Okay.
What should I do? I'm embarrassed just listening to him.
I love him. I'm embarrassed listening to Hiyoko, to be honest.
Oh! Man up and speak more clearly! Fine, I shall tell you all. The answer was in the storage room.
Ah, I didn't notice anything in the storage room. I thought it might be the bathroom since we weren't able to go in there. What do you find? Oh, there's a hatch.
One of my 4 dark devas of destruction, Mirage Golden Hawk, Jumpy, has seen beyond the chaos.
Jumpy!
A secret passage of doom leading to the underground lurks beneath a large assortment of random boxes. After securing a lighter from the supermarket, I threw caution to the wind and ventured below the floorboards.
A lighter. The supermarket. Huh, okay.
And as a result of that lonesome battle, I was able to recover the Hellhound earring with my own 2 hands.
This is information that would have been good to know before the trial started, in terms of being able to predict what happened.
Tremble with fear, fools! Behold my power!
I don't think Gundam did it though, because he seems pretty genuine that he was like surprised to find that.
There he goes blabbing about power and crap. You're ridiculous. You're just a breeder, you know.
The question is, like, who could have made it to there while the blackout was going on? And seems like there's 3 people, right? There's the sword lady, there's the Yakuza, and then possibly the chef. Because they weren't in the room with us when the blackout occurred. So, I'm not trying to think if there's anyone else, and no one else like pops into mind.
Anyway, it sounds like you can go under the floorboards from the storage room.
And Pico, it seems like we've already cleared her.
Then that has to be how the killer did it. If the space beneath the floor is empty,
See,
it's not that far to move from the storage room to the dining hall.
and Teru was in the kitchen, so he could have popped around. Now, one of you guys mentioned in the comments section that we heard him speak, but he could have spoken from underneath the floorboards, right? Or maybe there's some way to get up from the floorboards into the dining halls where he could speak. I don't know. Huh. Very interesting.
I see. If they passed through the storage room, I understand why the tablecloth was put there.
Right, because... Okay, I'm like... Now Teru is sounding more and more guilty.
The killer lurked under the floorboards during the party, and from there, stab, stab, stab!
Or the Yakuza guy.
Are you sure?
Oh.
You don't like stab, stab, stab? Should it sound more fleshy? Like...
It's better sound effects than I can do.
I'm not talking about your sound effects. You're saying they snuck under the floorboards, but that means they would have had to leave the party, right? So, was there anyone who was able to do that?
Well, now he's kind of throwing suspicion on himself.
Then whoever wasn't at the party is the killer. They must be the one who was waiting under the floorboards.
Who wasn't at the party again?
I didn't participate, but I was guarding the entrance,
Oh,
remember?
Chiaki was guarding the
Monami
entrance.
over there can be my witness, right? Yes! This Monami over here is your witness!
I believe there's no need to discuss this matter.
Forgot that she was
further.
guarding the entrance.
I was unable to leave the bathroom.
I was in the kitchen for a long time, but I frequently went to the dining hall to deliver my dishes.
The only person who wasn't at the party...
Oh, we know this, right?
Judging from the photo I took before the blackout... It obviously has to be him.
You have to pick? Ah, we don't. Fuyiko. He seems like the most obvious suspect, though, from the beginning, so that's why I don't think it's him. I mean, a lot of the evidence seems to point towards him, but, like, and where did he get the skewer? My other question, if it was him.
Yay! It's decided!
What the fuck are you saying? I'm not the killer!
Oh, really? What happened to the tough guy who was saying stuff like,
I can do it. Don't mess with me! I'll fucking kill you!
Wow.
see? You're making threats again.
Yep, that's right. Things are starting to get exciting.
Good news! You're now allowed to use the silencer. What is that? You can use the silencer with the A button as many times as you want. Oh, this is to get rid of the things that block the arguments. Use the silencer, you can shoot down the white noise. Sorry. Also, when you shoot down the white noise, your time limit will increase a little. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease, so aim carefully when you're using silencer. I found using this wasn't really worth it in the first one, because if you miss, you lost a lot of time. It didn't gain much if you hit. So maybe they balanced it out more. Oh, but if the difficulty is set to gentle, blah, blah, blah. Okay. However, if you feel like doing a little bang bang, you can use it to your heart's content. That's a lot of banging. Good luck at that fun. Okay. I don't even know. Okay, let's just hear what they have to say.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stayed
okay.
at panties all day.
I can shoot wherever.
Without
and
going
it'll
to the
lose
storage
time.
room in the dark.
Is that true,
Not even
Fuyuhiko?
paying attention.
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know? That means you have no alibi.
That's not true.
The culprit is self-evident.
Was it Chiaki? I'm gonna have to check the only person who doesn't have an alibi during the party is Fuyuhiko, but is he really the killer? Someone saw him, right? Hold on. Open the file. Chiaki saw him, right? When Chiaki was standing guard outside, Fuyuhiko apparently came to the old building, then walked away with Chiaki. So he does have an alibi, I think. Yeah.
Was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stared at panties all day. Without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know? That means you have no alibi.
Not true.
No, that's wrong!
No, Fuyuhiko definitely has an alibi. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Oh, you're right.
Huh? What happened? Fuyuhiko? Oh, hey. What are you doing here? All alone at a place like this. I'm standing guard so Monokuma doesn't come inside. Heh, how diligent of you.
I saw Fuyuhiko after the party started. There's no way he could have been waiting under the floor before then.
You should have said that earlier, dumbass.
It's still your fault. Like, why were you even lurking around the old building in the first place?
Shut up!
Maybe there really is a secret passage to go under the floorboards from outside. And he came to spy.
What'd you say, motherfucker? Oh no!
Okay.
Wow, he
Interesting
got
sound.
chewed out, but he looks super happy.
Regardless, it's impossible to go under the floorboards from outside. Chiaki and I already confirmed that.
Then someone definitely went under the floorboards through the storage room during the party.
During the party, it was probably during the blackout.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if someone disappeared during the blackout, no one would have noticed.
I mean, if it was Teruteru, he could have even gotten into position before the blackout, right? Because he knew it was going to go off at 11:30 because he set the timers on the AC.
But walking down that dark hallway to the storage room is like trying to make Eggs Benedict without any eggs.
You're right. I couldn't even see the office in that darkness, and that room was much closer.
But is it really impossible? It might be better if we examine that possibility a little bit more.
It was super dark, you know? There's no way you'd be able to find your way to the storage room.
But I can't stop thinking about it. I feel like there's something I overlooked. For clarity's sake, once again.
It appears we're getting close to the final stage.
Agado's loving this.
The blackened or the spotless? Which is superior? I think it's time to settle this.
Okay. The case, party dishes, or whoa. Murder threat. Okay, let's
The
listen.
hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that
It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not
That's
possible?
weird. I thought I was shooting it.
What if they used a string like the cord?
Oh, I'm supposed to agree.
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
What if they use a
Definitely
light?
sounds impossible.
Okay, so what are my options here again? We got the case. Shit. Killer's method for moving in the dark might be what that one person suggested. If so, I might be able to prove it. Let's just look at the stuff
Hallway
again. We
was
got
really dark during the blackout.
kitchen equipment list,
Moving to the storage room like that.
case, threat, party
like
dishes, fire door. Let me just look at this stuff again. The case had him. There's a lot of security equipment inside, and a hard plastic case as well. I don't think that's it. Party dishes. Poured his heart and soul into cooking various party dishes. However, Akane and Pico were the only ones who ate them. Fire door. Fire breaks out. The fire door in the hallway of the old building can be shut to keep the fire from spreading. Oh, maybe the fire door. Does it also provide light or something? I was wondering how this is going to work in. Because that's the kitchen that we can see on the left, and then around the corner, that was the storage room. Fire door, maybe. Kitchen equipment list. Knife found at the crime scene was not included on the kitchen equipment list. All the dangerous equipment that could be a potential weapon was confiscated by Byakuya. Now, there's an iron plate for barbecue and a portable stove for cooking hot pots. It might be this, too. This one I don't think is going to help. So it's either the fire doors or...
Is it really not possible?
I think.
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
I don't think that's it.
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut.
I think this is the one.
What if they used a light?
No. You agree with me? You should be clear and say so. Kind of light, I don't know.
Crap!
Maybe
was
it's
really dark
the
during the
equipment
blackout.
list.
Moving to the storage room like that. It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Could be one of the portable stoves or
Is it
something.
really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
I think the string is it.
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
That's
I agree
it.
with that.
Nice.
I know. The killer had a light with him.
It's Teru.
Oh,
it's
I was
Teru,
right?
I think. I was right from the beginning. I think.
But where could they have found a light?
There was one nearby for sure. See? It's written on the kitchen's equipment list.
20 forks, 20 knives, 20 spoons, 5 iron skewers, 3 frying pans, 20 wine glasses. There are also iron plates for barbecue, even a portable stove for cooking hot pots. So, I guess the portable stove could be a light source, right? Iron plates and a portable stove. I do recall seeing them on the shelf over there. This kitchen seems to be well kept. There should be no problems using it.
It's the portable stove.
Yeah.
Portable stove?
The portable stove isn't powered by electricity, and it's also small enough to carry around. So, the killer used the portable stove to move from the hallway to the storage room during the blackout. I see. I never considered the portable stove. But there's a hole in your argument.
Huh?
A hole? What kind of hole? It would be great if you could explain it to me in much more detail.
Alright, Terry.
Oh, I wasn't making a perverted joke or anything. It's really not a perverted joke. I'm serious.
Repeating yourself just makes it even more suspicious.
Now then, Hajime, will you battle against me?
Sure.
No, that's wrong. Will you be able to break through my argument?
Oh, yeah. What does he mean, battle? sounds like he's enjoying a game or something. Damn it, there's no way I'm gonna lose against someone like him. Okay, do I remember how to do this? Rebuttal showdown.
Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
Assuming the portable stove was used as a light source contradicts Kazuichi's testimony. I don't think what Kazuichi said is wrong. I guess for now, I should offer a rebuttal.
Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
Advance.
I don't
Excellent.
doubt what Kazuichi said. What are you trying to say? The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office was because the hallway was dark, right? So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it? After all, he was walking near the hallway, right?
I'm screwing up. Hold on a second. Hold on. It's true that any light source in the dark hallway would have stood out. I don't know what I'm supposed to hit him with, though. So if the killer did have a light, the reason Kazuichi wasn't able to see it was...
The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office
Hold on.
was because the hallway was dark, right?
Fire door. Oh, the fire
So
door.
if the light was shining in such a dark hallway.
Shit.
Damn it!
Damn it, I was overcome. He's gonna go back to the original topic. Oh,
Did
okay,
you
I see.
forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony.
I see
Or
now.
are you
So the fire door was
intentionally doubting his
closed.
testimony?
So that's why...
I don't doubt what Kazuichi said. What are you trying to say? The
That's why I
reason
wasn't able to see the
Kazuichi
light.
couldn't see the office was because the hallway was dark. So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway.
Shit. Wrong one. Such meager hope, there's no way I can let you in.
Crap!
Oh.
The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office was because the hallway was dark. So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway.
Well, let that go.
Wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it?
There we go, that's the
cut through those
one.
words.
Yes! 7th time is the charm, guys.
Nagito, did you forget? Or are you just pretending you forgot?
I don't understand how the fire doors work. I think that's what the problem was there.
Huh? What are you talking about?
There should have been a wall that blocked light. I'm talking about the fire door in the hallway.
So when the power goes out, do they close or something?
If you
Yes.
close it, it would form a perfect wall.
Or
in
he
the
closed
hallway.
it. Right.
Plus, the hallway rounds a corner just beyond the fire door. So even if there was a small gap in the door, as long as they passed the corner, the light still wouldn't peek out.
Okay.
I see. To actually notice the fire door. Just as expected of the ultimate.
Does he know? Does he know who we are? Are we the ultimate detective?
Oh. You still don't remember your talent, do you?
Who cares about that right now?
Nagito, what are you plotting? For someone who insists he's not the killer, you are quite nosy.
You sound so scary. If you're that angry, why don't you take a deep breath? You sure like to piss us off. How about I shut your fucking mouth for you?
Damn.
Hey, it's okay if you guys fight, but I won't allow a burly brawl that might offend people. More importantly, can you hurry up and decide who's the blackened already? Time runs out when I get bored.
That's not fair.
Fine, I get it. You're telling me to pass the torch, right?
Pass the torch?
We're going to ask the real killer, not an imposter like me, to show themselves.
You're obviously the killer, right?
I don't think you've been paying attention, Nikamara.
If you think I am, I really don't mind. Whatever conclusion you ultimates arrive at, I will accept it, no matter what it is.
So you're telling me to call out the real killer, even though I really don't want to condemn that person, but There's no other way, right? Okay, so now we need to identify who the killer is. The person who used the hallway's fire door as cover and used the portable stove to move in the dark. It snuck under the floorboards to stab Byakuya to death using the glowing paint as a mark. So the only killer I can think of is you, and only you. That's right. It was clearly Byakuya himself.
You're the only one!
That's right! Other than Byakuya.
Teru. Could it be you?
Could it be you? He's styling.
Huh? What? What are you talking about?
Teru's the killer? Is that true?
What are you talking about? There's no way! Of course, that's simply my assumption. So if you have an objection, please speak freely. Objection or not, why am I being treated like the killer? Because the portable stove used in the murder came from the kitchen. That's it? That's the only reason you're treating me like a killer? Isn't that a little drastic? You're cruel. Cruel. Too cruel.
Teru. That attitude is so not like you. For the ultimate cook to get so upset.
Call me chef.
If you fall to aspersions like this, who will be there to support the future of the culinary arts?
The future of the culinary arts?
That's right. For the future of the culinary arts, you must face this and fight it fair and square.
What is he talking about?
You're right. Yeah, that's totally right.
So what's an aspersion anyway? Is it yummy?
Did you know asbestos is yummy too? You should try some later.
Nagito, why are you interfering?
Let's assume that the killer used a light, and that they used the fire door to mask that light, and that they moved to the storage room and snuck under the floorboards. Then what? It's dark under the floorboards too, so how would they be able to stab Byakuya? You're not gonna say they shined the light on Byakuya, right? The plan would have been ruined if he noticed.
That's right. What do you think about that? That's...
There's no way you can answer, right? You personally haven't investigated what's beneath the floorboards.
If that's the case, then Gundam should know. He actually went under the floorboards.
Ah, yes.
No. Unfortunately, there was nothing related to the incident under the floorboards.
Oh no!
The only thing I found was a strange liquid shining in the darkness, near where Byakuya's blood was dripping.
Uh-huh.
What? A shining liquid in the dark? That sounds super important!
If there was a shining mark like that, they would have been able to move to it in the dark, right?
And in doing so, it might have been possible for them to use that mark to target the victim.
The victim was targeted by a mark. What was the mark? A knife? Possibly fell. What else could it be? The paint, I mean. Let me look at this again. Wounded looted by the unsure weapon. I'm gonna go with the knife. Bloodstain under the table. I'm guessing woodward. What else could it be? Dishes. Party dishes or a kind of bigger than no. Azuichi. Didn't see anything. Okay, we're running out of time. Nikamaru's count. No, I'm gonna go with the knife. Kind of like substance coats it.
I can prove it with this.
Okay.
The mark you're talking about is the glowing paint that was applied to the knife, right?
Ah, by using the glowing paint as a target, they were able to judge where to stab even in the dark.
I see. The killer didn't target an actual person. They just struck the moment the glowing paint moved.
That would be the moment someone grabbed a hold of the knife.
So, the killer used the mark that I prepared for finding the knife as a mark for stabbing.
But how would they know that, like, ahead of time?
I see. That's why Byakuya got killed when he took the knife.
But if they were able to do that, wouldn't that mean the killer knew about Nagito's plan all along?
And Nagito wrote the note to warn.
Well, Teru!
Were they working together in some way?
Seriously? I don't know anything. Really?
Oh, he's sweating.
I don't know anything at all.
Then can I ask everyone a question instead?
You again? Just stop already!
He's just playing games with us.
Now. We should give everyone a fair opportunity to speak.
He's been speaking for at the trial.
If Teru is the killer, that would mean he went to the storage room during the blackout. And just what did Ibuki hear during the blackout?
Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Okay, there's the owl.
Turn the damn lights on! I can't eat like this, you know?
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
She heard Teru's voice in the dining hall?
Doesn't that prove Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout?
Yeah, maybe.
That's right.
But
that's exactly it.
Could have still screamed it from below. It's just, it didn't sound like he did.
But Teru was in the kitchen the moment the blackout occurred, right? So, why was he in the dining hall?
I thought the blackout was only in the kitchen, so I panicked and ran out of there. Of course, the hallway was dark too, but somehow I managed to move along the wall toward everyone's voices.
Well, it's not that far to move along the wall from the kitchen to the dining hall.
That sounds fishy.
He would have seen the killer, though, if they went into the storage room.
If I remember correctly, you can tell when a person is lying by licking their sweat.
Yeah, I'm not, I don't think anyone's interested in doing that, Teru.
If you want, you should try licking me.
No thanks.
No way! You look greasy.
Yeah, he really does. Look at his hair.
But I heard Teru's voice in the dining hall! Ibuki swears on her honor!
I mean, we are going by Ibuki's word. Maybe it was her.
That's right. Teru was in the dining hall, not the storage room. Which means he's not the killer.
I still think it's him. I think he just said it after he stabbed him or before he stabbed him.
That's not it. Why? Why do you want to keep falsely accusing me? It's not like I want to blame you. I
just don't like you.
You should be so proud of yourself, Hajime. You're just progressing toward the hope you believe in. Now, Hajime, show me more of your hope. Will that be enough to crush Teru's hope?
What are we gonna do now? Get another argument? Okay. I'm gonna go with the gaps in the floorboard. That's so we can hear them.
Let me ask you again. Did you go to the storage room during the blackout?
There's no way I went to the storage room. I was somewhere totally different.
I definitely heard Teru's voice. It's handsome, unlike his face. Maybe it was a recording or something? Nope, definitely a live voice.
So we have to argue against.
As long as I have her testimony. The fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be disputed.
Okay. There's definitely a contradiction hidden within those remarks. Okay, what is the contradiction?
Let me ask you again. Did you go to the storage room during the blackout?
There's no way I went to the storage room. I was somewhere totally different.
I definitely heard Teru's voice. It's handsome, unlike his face.
I don't know. Can't shoot that
Maybe
one
it was
with
recording or something? Nope, definitely a live voice.
That would be an
Right,
agreement.
as long as I have her
I think it's
testimony.
this. It must be this one.
The fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be...
Yes.
I'll
Yes!
shoot through that contradiction.
I shoot through that contradiction.
Just because we heard Teru's voice in the dining hall doesn't mean he was literally in the dining hall. Huh? Why? Remember the floor in the dining hall? It was full of gaps, right?
Here's the thing, like, if he was screaming, if he was talking through the floorboards, you would hear it. Like the voice would be muffled a bit.
So even if you shouted from under the floor, it should have sounded just like the voices in the dining hall.
So I take exception to that point there.
But.
I see. So he brazenly shouted from under the floor to make us think he was in the dining hall. Is that true, Teru?
Hold on a second.
Ah, he's got nothing left.
Can you explain this, Teru?
I told you to wait a second, ain't I? What are y'all even saying anymore? I'm telling you, I was in that there dining hall during the blackout.
Whoa, what is this?
Where are you from again?
I was born in West Asafu and raised in South Aoyama.
Hey, you guys! This guy's a major liar!
Jackie.
If Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout, he should have been there after the power returned, right?
Well, I believe so. There's no way he could have gone back and forth in that dark hallway.
Huh? Was Teru actually there during that time?
I sure was. I was there the whole damn time.
Something like this shouldn't be decided.
His voice
by
is still
gut
really funny to
instinct.
me.
People's lives are at stake.
Damn right. You guys should have been deciding this on the spot with your hazy memories.
His accent is getting even worse. He's definitely lying.
However, I am not sure. I believe that he was there, and I believe that he was not there.
How could you believe both?
No! Is there any way we can decide?
Why don't we consult his memories?
What? His memories?
Gosh, yeah, don't be saying things like that. Don't make no sense. Can you even prove I wasn't in the dining hall? I probably can. Oh, you again!
Whether or not Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout. Never to know for sure. I just need to throw that question at him. Embarrassing pose. Oh, that's... during the blackout, McCann tripped and fell in the dining hall. Time the lights came back, she ended up in a compromising position. Right, so... we can ask him about the pose, I think.
I can prove it with this. If you're claiming that you were in the dining hall when the power came back, then you should know how Mikan was positioned at the time, right?
Especially him. He should know, if anyone.
Whoa, what?
No! Don't make me remember! It's so embarrassing!
No, this is a very important question. Well, Teru, if you were really in the dining hall at that time, you should know the answer to that.
Huh?
It was a pretty clever way of tripping. There's no way you'd forget about it so easily.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I showed you something so unsightly.
How about it? You can't answer, Teru?
That's weird. Just slipped from my mind.
How convenient!
There's no way it would slip from your mind, especially not a pervert like you.
That's right. That's what I said.
So, Nagito, say something.
I guess you might have to give up now.
Wait, give up? What do you mean, give up?
Teru. I'm disappointed too, you know. It's lonely watching someone I admire reach the limits of their hope. It kind of feels like a broken dream.
He's having the time of his life, I can tell.
Nagito, what are you doing? Why are you messing with the killer like that?
Hold on a sec. Don't go moving this along on your own like I really am the killer.
Huh? But it's already decided, right?
No murder weapon hasn't been cleared up yet, Chef?
It's no use. I can't understand him anymore. It appears he's saying the murder weapon hasn't been cleared up yet.
You understand him?
That's the one thing that I do know.
It's such a sad defense. This is too cruel.
Oh, you calling me the killer? Then where's the weapon?
Come on, Monumi! Enough with the whimpering and translate!
He said, if you're calling me the killer, then where's the weapon?
Weapon, huh? It's not the knife, right?
Judging from Byakuya's wounds, it was a thin-edged tool that's roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
Also, if they stabbed from under the floorboards, the weapon would need to be at least 50 centimeters in length.
After all this, who cares about the weapon?
Not good enough! Not good enough at all!
He said, not good enough. Not good enough at all.
Fine, I got it. Let's try thinking about what the weapon was.
This is gonna be one of the Hangman Gambit things, I think.
He said, try to do it.
What a confusing accent!
I got this one, guys. Anyway, we need to focus and think about this. A thin-edged tool with a diameter of about 50 millimeters and at least 50 centimeters in length. The weapon that meets those requirements might have been used at the crime scene. Huh. What's that? Okay. S-K-E-W-E-R, meat skewer? Not getting any. Maybe I'm wrong. Hold on a second. S-K-E-W-E-R. Skewer works, but what is the first word? You can just try stuff. Okay. No. Definitely not I. What would it be if it started with I? Let's try. Okay. S? No. Iron. Meant to shoot that one. Right. Ah! Wrong. Wrong button. I keep hitting Y when I actually want to hit A. There we go. No. I like this game. I don't mind this game, actually. It's definitely not as annoying as that rhythm one. It just takes a long time when you actually figure out the word. They don't give you the letters you need. Can I change? It'd be nice if I could just change which letter I'm on. Maybe I missed something in the instructions. Let me know if I can. Iron skewer, got it.
That's it. The weapon must be the iron skewer.
I forgot the iron part. I was thinking like meat skewer. That's what I would call it.
Huh? The iron skewer?
The iron skewer? Huh?
Before the party, as Byakuya was confiscating all the dangerous items, he spoke to Teru Teru.
I checked the equipment list, and there seems to be one iron skewer missing. Ah, that's right. As far as I know, that's been missing from the start. Yeah, that's stuck in my head.
Missing iron skewer is the weapon?
Something's missing, and it could be used as a weapon. That definitely sticks in my head.
An iron skewer would match up with the wound.
Aside from the name of it, I don't remember it was skewer.
Hey, Teru Teru, where'd you hide the iron skewer?
No comment about hiding it in your pants.
Avril Lavigne!
Avril Lavigne! She's Canadian.
Avril Lavigne?
Huh? Did he really just say that?
He's just saying random shit to fuck with us. You probably dumped it somewhere on the island, didn't you?
This school trip has a no littering rule. If he had violated it, the island sirens would be ringing non-stop.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Island sirens? Just for littering?
Also, I was on guard duty, and I never once saw Teru Teru leave the old building.
It could have been down there.
Which means he obviously hid it somewhere in the old building.
It's probably the kitchen again, right?
Teru Teru, just man up and be straight with us.
Losing his shit. Finally, we are nearing the end. Cornered opponent will be surrounded by soul shields and simply will not listen to what you have to say. It will probably pain you to condemn your classmate, but this is a class trial after all. You must argue against your opponent and destroy their soul shields. High-speed dispute battle where you beat down a panicked opponent's excuses and nonsense. That's the bullet time, the panic talk action. PTA. For your PTA, you must destroy all of your opponent's soul shields as you can deliver your final strike. So you can deliver your final strike. In order to do that, you must destroy your opponent's remarks while following the tempo. Oh god, they bring it back! Time your button presses a tempo marker as it moves across the screen. Match a tempo marker by pressing the A button, and you will be able to lock onto the opponent's remarks. If you keep pressing it, you'll be able to lock onto multiple remarks at the same time. I got decent at this in the last game by the end. Afterward, if you release the A button in time with the tempo marker, it will intercept the locked on remark and destroy it. Okay. By destroying remarks, you will be able to damage the soul shields, protecting the opponent and destroy them. However, if you cannot destroy the remark within the time limit, you will end up getting hurt. During the PTA, you can press the start button to review controls, but for this PTA, just focus on pressing the A button. Please wait for another time for the other features. Do this consecutively, and you'll start a combo. Keep this going, and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll find yourself at a tempo down situation. When the song changes, the tempo changes. This will alter the timing for each button. Please be careful. Last but not least, let me tell you about the final blow. If you destroy all of your opponent's soul shields, they will start to give their final argument. And if that happens, 4 words will be displayed on the top, bottom, left, and right sides of the screen. Each of these 4 words corresponds to the B, Y, X, and A buttons. If you press the buttons in the right order, you'll be able to compose the words of your final strike. Please make your argument while searching for the words that will trump your opponent's final argument. Okay. Also, if you don't deliver your final strike within the time limit, the opponent's soul shield will recover. Well then, good luck and have fun. Here we go.
He said,
Yeah, I got it.
We have no choice but to somehow find out for ourselves.
The iron skewer is the weapon, then hiding it in the kitchen would be the easiest way to slip it by. But Byakuya and I checked the kitchen pretty thoroughly before the party started. Which means, was the weapon already hidden somewhere we couldn't find it? Yeah, there's a typo there. Could have been in an unexpected place. Where would that be? Where did he hide a long weapon like an iron skewer? In the meat? Maybe? Think carefully. I mean, he could have hid it in the storeroom. There's all kinds of junk.
He said, I'm not hiding anything.
Did make a point to point at that like huge piece of meat.
I'm hiding anything. I'm not hiding anything.
It might be that. Must reveal to Teratero the conclusive evidence that proves he's the killer. Panic talk action. Okay.
Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know! Nonsense!
I'm just like...
Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense!
Oh, I hold down A. I get it now.
I don't know! Nonsense!
So I can hold down A if I want to, over multiple
Unforgivable!
rhythms. Here's
Shut
Sultan.
up! Where would the weapon be?
On the meat.
That's impossible! Nonsense!
Okay, did I do it, or like, did I get it wrong?
Unforgivable! I don't know! Nonsense! Where would the weapon be?
I thought it was on the meat bone. No? How does that make sense otherwise?
Shut up!
It's not that.
That's impossible! Nonsense!
Okay, I get it now.
Unforgivable! Where would the weapon be?
Maybe I did it in the wrong order. Shit! Okay, let me try this again. On the meat bone. The bone on the meat. Maybe? Yeah. We all knew I was gonna fail! At least once. Yeah.
This is mine.
Of course I want to retry.
Never give up. Oh, what a
Okay, on the...
I'm not hiding. I'm hiding.
Oh. The meat on the bone, I guess? Meat on the bone.
Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense!
So you can hold it, yeah, you can hold it down. Just to select multiple statements, basically.
I don't know! Nonsense!
Does it say Paris Hilton?
Shut up! That's impossible!
It does.
Nonsense!
Nonsense. Paris Hilton!
I don't know! Nonsense! Unforgivable! Where would the weapon be?
Meat on bone? No?
Where would the weapon be?
On the... Did I already try that? Did I already try that? Fuck! You guys are like, oh my god. The thing is, like, you have, like, no time. The meat on the bone, I guess. Let's try that.
Where would the weapon be?
The meat on bone.
I don't know!
I don't understand!
Nonsense! Unforgivable!
I have to do a combo of all four,
Shut
right?
up! Where would the weapon be?
The meat on bone.
I don't
get it.
Paris Hilton! Ah! Unforgivable! I don't know! Nonsense! Ah! Where would the weapon be? Shut up! That's
So
impossible.
stupid.
Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know! Nonsense!
Time's up. Oh my god. Okay, so we've got the on bone meat, right? Let me just think about this. We put meat on the bone, right? Meat on the bone. It wouldn't be bone on the meat. On the bone meat, on the meat bone, on the meat bone. Meat on the bone, or I already tried the bone on the meat. Yeah.
This is my... We will never give up!
I think they just give you unlimited tries.
What the hell you was...
He said,
I guess.
Okay. I'm thinking so carefully. This does, like, definitely gets me panicked.
Nonsense! Unforgivable!
Meat on the bone.
I don't know! Nonsense!
I guess meat on the bone
Shut
makes the most
up!
sense. I thought I already selected that
That's
though.
impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know! Nonsense!
Everyone's just like
Unforgivable! Where would the weapon
meat
be?
on the bone.
This is the end!
Holy shit! Did I not pick that before? Everyone's like face
The iron
palming
skewer
right
had been
now.
hidden
Whatever.
inside the piece of meat on the
It's
bone.
over. We did it. Oh. Okay. It's not a Luckless Lovelocks Danganronpa trial unless I screw up at least twice.
What are you saying? There's no way I'd hide anything in a place like that.
That's clearly impossible. I mean, that's inside the food.
Impossible. That's what Byakuya and I thought. That's why we overlooked it.
It seems there are no dangerous items, like that skewer in the Tarasco earlier, inside that pile of food. That appears to be the case. I wouldn't have known to do what to do if he said fish bones and meat bones were also dangerous items.
But in fact, the only place you could hide the weapon was inside the food that couldn't be inspected. Out of all the dishes you prepared, the only one that could hide a weapon as long as an iron skewer is the meat on the bone.
The bone on the meat! The on bone meat.
I'm using my right to remain silent.
there's no way that exists here.
The on-bone meat.
We need to confirm
Okay,
this
I'll stop
now! So if we eat that tasty-looking piece of meat and find the iron skewer inside, bullseye!
All right.
She just wants to eat some more meat.
Monokuma or Monami, one of you hurry and bring over that piece of meat.
1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. I'll eat the whole thing!
No doubt.
Wait, now hold on a second. Time out, time out.
What are you doing? Hurry up and bring it over.
About that.
Oh,
Huh? Where did Monokuma go?
I'm right here.
did he actually get it? He got it!
I'm already eating it.
That's pretty funny.
A bear that eats meat!
Wait. Now that I think about it, that's pretty normal.
What is this? So yummy!
Damn it! That's my meat!
I've
we're
never
gonna get a
eaten
fight?
anything like it in my entire life. The taste brings me back to my days in the wild.
This is bad. Seriously, this is really bad.
My. There's something inside the meat.
Really?
Look what came out.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that?
Oh, it's like the handle is a. Oh, it's inside the bone. That's interesting. The handle looks like a
Is
bone.
that an iron skewer?
Huh.
Check it out. The handle looks like it's made of bone. Pretty clever.
The sword of destruction, encased in bone and sheathed in meat. It brought catastrophe unto Byakuya.
As expected of Teru Teru. Such a fantastic weapon from the ultimate chef.
Nice.
You're wrong. I'm not the killer. I'm not the kind of person who would kill someone. I got it. You all set me up. You guys set me up so you could blame this on me.
Jeez, what a disappointment. Such an unseemly defense for an ultimate like you. Can you really call that hope?
Hey, Nagito. I'm sorry, but can you just be quiet?
He said, you're all nothing.
Yeah, we got it.
You don't need to translate anymore. Somehow I can tell what he's trying to say.
Let's just deal with Nagito later. More importantly, we should first.
I guess we need to settle this. Once and for all.
Let's vote!
To do that, we need to go over the entire incident from beginning to
Oh,
end
that's
and make
right. I have to
everything
do
clear.
this. Well, this episode is definitely running long. So I'm probably going to do this on the next episode. I can prove Teru Teru's crime. That's right. If we don't do that, we can't end this no matter how much time passes.
So, we need to do it.
All right, guys. So I'm going to do that on the next episode. Sorry I screwed up so many times. I would say I promise not to do it again, but it'll happen again, no doubt. This is Luckless Lovelocks signing off for now, and I love you all.